Li Juan's parents have completed a 1,000-mile journey from their home to this hospital in the Hebei province of China. Tomorrow, their 3-year-old son will have a heart operation that might save his life. An Israeli medical team has just completed their long journey of 6,000 miles. Their journey is about the heart, but also of the heart. This team of doctors and nurses are all volunteers. In the next 10 days, they will perform 15 open-heart surgeries on children from all over China. Dr. Tamir and his Chinese colleague Dr. Yong perform a last-minute cardiological checkup on Li Juan. Li Juan's journey is the most important one of all. It's a journey away from the hazards of a precipice, where his heart could stop beating at any moment, towards a life of quality and normality. The next day, his chest open, the joint team of Israeli and Chinese doctors operate on Li Juan for 3 hours. Li Juan is not alone. Tens of thousands of youngsters from every corner of the globe suffer from congenital heart defects. Many of these stem from birth. Most children's heart defects can be dealt with, sometimes by medication, sometimes by relatively simple procedures, and sometimes by open heart surgery. Most developing countries lack the kind of sophisticated medical infrastructure that can provide proper care for children with heart defects. Youngsters with such problems may live a distressed quality of life, and most will die before they reach 20.
She's the mother of the boy.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Tell her that everything went well.
手术做得非常顺利。
The child came off the heart-lung machine with no problem.
现在孩子的心脏又恢复跳动，现在一点问题都没有。
And we were able to correct the blockages and close the holes and save all his valves, so he should be normal. He should have a normal heart.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Li Juan is recovering in the children's ward at the Hebei hospital. In 3 days, he leaves the hospital and heads for home, as healthy as any other child.
So far, all the children that we've operated upon, if everything goes as expected, should have a normal life expectancy. If these children weren't operated upon, some of them, from what we saw, might live to the age of 15 or 20, some shorter. At this point, if everything goes well, these children should have a normal life expectancy.
During the last 5 years, these volunteer doctors and nurses have managed to save literally hundreds of children through an organization called SACH, Save a Child's Heart, founded by pediatric cardiac surgeon Dr. Amram Cohen of the Wilson Medical Center in Holon, Israel. He and his team have also operated on children from Ethiopia, Moldova, Nigeria, Mozambique, Jordan, and the Palestinian Authority. Over 500 children are alive today because of them. The cost of each operation, including hospitalization, $10,000.
The personal reason to be in this organization, that I think here that we help some people. Without this organization, they don't have any another medical solution. We give them solutions. Sometimes here, final solution. These children can, after the surgery, live normal.
They've come from all over Ethiopia, youth, parents, the children, to the clinic run by Dr. Belay Abegaz in Addis Ababa. This was their last hope, to save the lives of their children. Dr. Belay works in concert with a team of volunteers from Israel. His burden is a heavy one.
It's difficult to have a child come to you. You make a diagnosis of a congenital heart disease, and the solution is that he needs surgery. There is no such opportunity in the country, and heart surgery is very expensive. The parents are poor. They cannot afford it. To tell them that nothing can be done to your child is just as good as signing a death certificate. The worst thing that one could experience is to take the role of God. You play God. A child comes, I see he has a complicated condition. And I say, I'm sorry, I cannot help him. I'm playing God. I'm letting that child die.
September 2000. The political dialogue between Israel and the Palestinian Authority has broken down. Intifada. Tens and even several hundred dead and thousands of injured. Only one channel of communication remains open. Little else. SACH continues to function. Palestinian children are brought from the heart of Gaza to be operated upon in Israel. Jonathan Miles is an American living in Gaza City with his wife and 4 children. Jonathan works together with SACH. His task now, to help solve the logistical problem transferring the children from Gaza to Israel.
Open heart surgery does not exist in the Gaza Strip. There are dozens of kids born here every year with heart defects that can be cured by surgery, but without surgery they'll die a slow and agonizing death. But thank God we've been blessed with partners in Israel who are working with us. Dr. Ami Cohen at the Wolfson Medical Center has been the outstanding leader in organizing this, and he has a real heart to reach out to Israel's neighbors.
Those kids have no alternatives. If we were not there, most of them would die miserably. And that's where our value is, actually. We're helping kids that nobody else would actually help.
An isolated village, Debre Zeit in northern Ethiopia. 6-year-old Rubel was born with a heart defect. A year ago, he was operated on in Israel, but without success. Now he's on his way to another operation. Rubel will be operated on by a team of doctors and nurses from the SACH Foundation. Rubel's life has been given back to him, and he returns to Ethiopia. Rubel has even learned a few words of Hebrew. The film A Child is a Child follows the doctors and their patients close up, documenting heartwarming stories of hope and survival during 3 weeks of filming in China, Ethiopia, Israel, and Gaza. These doctors and nurses from Israel have devoted their dreams and energies to saving the lives of children who urgently need help.
What's your name, doctor? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it.
They work with teams of local doctors. Deciding who will be operated on is an agonizing decision, a matter of life and death. We are with the doctors, the children, and their parents through the trials of the operation, rehabilitation, and their return home.
In these particular operations, all we really need to do is open the chest and put one piece of string around a blood vessel. It costs us about $3 and a little bit of our time. And we take children that would live to the age of 15 or 20 and turn them into children that should live a normal, healthy life. And I think one of the big messages of Save a Child is not that hopefully we'll save thousands of kids, but like you said, there are millions. One of the biggest messages is it can be done.
A Child is a Child is a film of the heart about children with real hearts that don't work properly. It is a profoundly moving film about personal encounters between people, between cultures. It's about children on that precipice between life and death. It's about children who deserve a working heart and a chance at life, and the doctors and nurses giving them that chance.